Yo, Happy New Year, y'all.
Yo,
Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa.
man.
Do you celebrate Kwanzaa?
No.
Oh, okay.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas,
all
all of
that.
that.
Yeah, we ain't recorded in.
Hey, bro, shout out to them Hanukkah folk though, because they got lockers.
Lockers.
Bro, I went to school with like a lot of Jewish kids,
Break it down.
and they used to come through on like Hanukkah time like that and bring the lockers with the applesauce and the sour cream, bro. And I know that sounds wild, but I'm telling you, it is the most fire.
It sound good. You just gotta explain lockers to me.
Like,
That's what I was about
right.
to say. Because
so
like,
it's like a fried potato pancake.
It was good up until you said applesauce and sour
No.
cream.
I hear you.
That's what they be
Like,
on.
I hear you, but trust me,
That's
bro,
where y'all
like-
lost me.
Like, that's fire. It is wild. Because I definitely, like, you put that combo together, I'm like, I'd rather throw up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather, yeah. But it's fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I was at the Chris Kendall Mart. I just remember that now. I was at Chris Kendall Mart like 2 weeks ago, and they had it over there. And I was like, oh, this is it. This is so good.
Was it legit though? Like not play lockers or like there was actually Jewish hands? That
So
were created?
no. So yeah, those German hands, I guess, because it's the Chris Kendall Mart. But the Jewish hands, well, that's kind of complicated. Ain't it? I just realized that. Anyway, what I'm trying to say
You don't
is,
find that suspicious?
regardless, latkes are smacking. You gotta try some if you haven't tried some. But like when I think of like every like year or two, I just be like, yo, I need some latkes right now. And like the last time I had it, we went out to Beverly Hills out in LA. If you know Beverly Hills, they got it. They got people who can make it over there.
no, we don't know.
So if you know,
The way
if you
I
know, so
grew
if you
up.
don't, let it roll off your back. All right. But if you do, then they got it popping over there. So the lockers are where it's at, man. I digress.
I think that's been your biggest flex since you get on this podcast.
The Beverly Hills thing?
Yeah.
I don't worry. I got it.
No, sometimes did we do the celebrity talk one?
Yes, we did.
Did we do it on the
Yes,
pod or did we
we
just do
did.
that with us?
No,
Well, that was
no,
the after pod joint. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did. So that was a lot of flexing. I felt like sort of.
Oh, the celebrities.
I didn't mind.
Yeah, when I was telling them about the celebrities I know.
I ain't mind. I was just like, Bruce Willis. Yo.
You said you saw a movie.
Yes.
And I remember seeing this on Twitter like a couple of days ago, and it reminded me of the worst movie that I've ever seen in my life.
What was that?
John Henry.
Oh, you watched that? The one with Ludacris and
The
Terry
internet was
Crews?
talking about it was bad, and like I was bored one day, and I was like,
oh,
it ain't that bad. And I watched the whole thing, I'm like,
Y'all talk about is John Henry laid down his
With
hammer
Terry
when he
Crews?
died?
it's
that
based
John
on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like a modern day version that take place in like Compton or something like that.
It's Terry Crews and it's Ludacris.
Yeah, Terry Crews and Ludacris. Bro.
When did this come out?
It
Yo,
came out like a couple of years ago.
there's a reason why you didn't hear about it.
Exactly.
I saw the trailer of it on YouTube and was like, oh my gosh, there's no way I'm seeing this movie.
What was
Plot.
So
Something
Terry
like
Crews
that.
was obviously John Henry,
I would hope.
yes, and then Ludacris was
his,
I don't even
his
know,
cousin
bro.
or something like that.
something weird, but then he had like a metal like type
Yes.
joint in his jar or something like
Yes.
yeah, bro. It was
Because apparently, all right, so the whole thing was, Ludacris is the head of some type of gang, right? He leader of some type of gang. John Henry was in the gang, and Ludacris used John Henry because John Henry had size, he had strength, and all this other stuff. John Henry left. He tried to get out of it, the gang life and whatnot. And some Mexican girl and her brother, I guess they was on a run from Ludacris or something like that.
Hey, girl,
And
she wasn't Venezuelan.
we're not doing that. But, like, John Henry tried to help, and then they wound up being at odds with each other. Bro, listen, let me tell you, dog, like, this was before I started smoking. And I really wish that I would have seen it while I was actively smoking, so I could have enjoyed it. I watched that whole movie sober. That's like that's one of my top 5 biggest regrets in my life.
Was it like a train wreck that you couldn't look away from?
It was terrible, bro.
Because I saw the trailer and I was just like, there's no way I'm watching that. There's no way.
It was so terrible. So my question to y'all is, what is the worst movie that y'all have ever seen?
That's a great question.
I saw one point that you watched a movie where Ludacris was a lead. Like you saw that and was like,
Oh,
I want to.
I
watch
wasn't
it.
gonna say it out loud,
whoa,
but I was
whoa.
like, that nigga acted with something outside of Fast and the Furious.
As a lead, bro. I'm not saying he's a horrible actor in general. As a lead,
First off, I can't think of any other movie he's been in besides Fast and the Furious right
Crash.
now.
Crash was good. No, Crash was a good.
Crash
movie.
was good. Yeah, Crash was good.
But he was not a lead, bro.
He was one of them.
He was in a movie with a lot of other people.
Best
He
support
was not a
actor.
lead.
All right, and his music videos, it was basically a comic show that was
I
happening.
don't appreciate
at
that you're kind of
stage.
bringing a good point.
Those
Those music videos were wildly entertaining.
On point.
Dang
Every time.
Facts. Every time.
All right.
Every
time.
I can't argue with that.
Every time. So, yeah. So, what's the worst movie y'all ever seen?
Drop another red light district, Luda.
I don't think but it's 2021, bro. It's not going.
I was a shorty. I was a
2022.
shorty when I went and bought that. That was one of the first CDs I've ever bought.
Yeah.
When we still had CDs. I don't know if you know about that.
What are you
But...
talking about, bro? Shut up. Shut up.
All right, so what's the worst movie you ever seen?
Worst movie I've ever seen.
That's a hard question.
I don't know, bro. I feel like it's just those are the kind of things I try to like block out my brain because I'm like, dang, I really wasted my time watching that.
I did too until it came up on Twitter. Like, yo, I've seen this movie. Like, the statement was like, who green lights these like TV shows and movies is trash? And then my mind just like jogged the memory of John Henry, and I was like,
so it was like straight to BET.
no,
Like
it's on
I don't even
Netflix.
think it made BT,
It's on
bro.
Netflix.
It made no theater. It didn't make BT. Like it was that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, I got this. Y'all ever seen Hard Candy?
No.
There
No.
was the movie about the girl. She had like the crazy imagination. Turns out at the end of the movie, like through all these like weird animations, turned out she was like crazy and she was like in an asylum and being
No.
experimented on. Trash.
Wow.
No, you know what that sounds
Hard
like?
Candy.
That sounds
It's
like
called.
another movie that was.
Talking about that movie where they're all superheroes and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought
That's
it was.
what
Yeah, Hard
That's
Candy.
not called Hard
No,
Candy,
it's not
bro.
called Hard Candy. It's called something else. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah, but I know he's. Yeah, I'll look it up, but it's not Hard Candy, bro.
Oh man.
No,
I went in.
No. I was thinking about that. I was just like, yeah, no, that plot sounds familiar.
Yeah.
No, what was it like? Sucker Punch?
Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch.
Sucker-
Yeah.
yes.
That's what it's
Okay,
called.
so when I thought Sucker Punch, I thought of the video game company. So I'm like, that's not it. It was like Hard Candy or something like that.
And
Oh,
that's
it was
definitely
Sucker
Sucker
Punch.
Punch,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Sucker Punch. Yeah, that was trash.
Where did? I'm just trying to get Hard Candy. Like I how your
It's a
brain.
movie. It's a
I don't know
movie.
how
Candy,
you got-
sucker, punch, hard, punches are hard.
It's a movie called Hard
Candy.
Candy,
He
right?
was just so wrong.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, I have
such
no
conviction,
idea.
With
though.
such
It
confidence.
sounded good.
Y'all ever seen Hard Candy? Like
Yeah.
No.
It was
Can't
delicious.
say that I have.
But I was rolling because I was thinking like, man, if it's that bad, then of course no, I haven't heard of it. I was rolling.
Sucker Punch is what it's called.
I can't think of like the worst like quality movie like I ever watched something like that. But I watched a recent movie that came out called The Last Duel.
That sounds familiar.
It was the one. It's with like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck. I forgot where the girl's from, but like it it came out like a last couple months
it
ago.
should be
Yeah.
good too.
Yeah, like it looks like it should be a good movie. Okay, here's the problem with the movie, and I'm gonna go ahead and say spoiler alert. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly why the movie was trash. Okay. In the movie, the plot of the movie is that there's it's back in medieval times. Homie goes off to war and he leaves his wife at home while he goes off to war, right? Because he's trying to make some bread. And while he's gone, his friend comes to the house and rapes his wife. And so when he comes back, she tells him, and it's telling and then basically it's the last duel that ever happens because they duel because he's like, you're lying and I want to prove it in a duel, basically let God judge, right? Like whoever wins, right? The problem with this is that they told the story from 3 different angles. Okay, the first angle is from the man who's married to the woman who is about to get raped. They show the whole story through his point of view. Then the second goes through the man who rapes the woman. And then the third is from the woman's perspective. Okay? And then the movie concludes at the duel and everything's dead. Okay? Everything's over. Okay? I had to watch a rape scene twice because I had to watch it from the perspective of the man who raped her and then the perspective of her who was being raped. Bruh. Ain't nobody trying to see all that. And there's no cut scenes, there's no montage, there's no door shut, and you hear noises. It is, you are watching it happen right there.
A montage of a rape scene is crazy when you just said that.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's
wild.
wild.
That's a wild idea.
That's wild. Like when you said, I'm like a montage. Why didn't you stop?
We went to a theater, bro.
Oh, okay.
At the theater, and here's the real reason why, because me and my girl want to go see it. Okay? The real reason why you don't leave that theater is because you have to see it through. Like, you have to see it through that there's gonna be some kind of justice in this. After you see that happen, like, you're just like, yo, real? Like, so part of you is just sitting there just like, man, this is like, because I looked at her, I was like, hey, we can go. Like, we can go. Because I was ready. But she was like, yo, I need to see this, like, to see this thing through. Like, this gotta, like,
y'all paid our money.
Yeah, we paid our money. We gotta see this thing through. So everything ended up great. You know what I mean? But it ended up like...
You don't want to say nothing positive behind what you just described.
Basically, well, at the end of the day, the guy who rapes her ends up dying in the duel, right? So then that kind of gives us this weird air of like, well, justice was served, but not really, because in the woman's perspective, also, her husband's trash. Like, his perspective, he's a great husband, she's a great wife, but then her perspective, he's a trash husband. He's not great. She's basically in a marriage, she's not in love, and like, when they have sex, that he's pretty much raping her every time they have sex. Like, it's just not like an enjoyable experience for her. And so it's just like, you're watching this whole thing like, yo, this is so uncomfortable and sad. But it's the worst movie because I'm sitting there like, why am I watching 2 rape scenes? Like, I don't want to see that. Like,
that's messed up.
So,
I didn't think that was gonna have so many turns. Which is just,
yeah,
I wasn't expecting all of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds like trash.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna go see that movie.
I feel you on you got to see things through, because that's how I felt when I was watching Beast of No Nation. Okay. And so many horrible things was happening, and I was just like,
why you bring that up?
And
is that a hard movie? Because I'm about to watch that.
No.
Don't?
No.
I've had it on my list for like...
You gon'
exactly.
Yeah. I'm supposed to see it.
Yeah.
Did you see When They See Us?
Yeah.
How did you feel?
Oh, that was painful.
Don't watch Beast of No Nation.
I started When They See Us, and I didn't sleep until I was like, I gotta see this through. Like, I watched all the episodes back to back, and I was sad for like 2 weeks.
I'm about to say, bro, that's a lot.
That messed me up.
When they say edge of your seat, that was the only time in my life that literally ever applied to anything. Like, I was on...
So it was good.
I was on the edge of my bed like this. I'm like, when they good? Like, no, When They See Us, that was so messed up.
Oh, When They See Us. I thought you were Beast of No Nation. Okay.
No.
That
was just yeah.
That's hard to watch. Yeah, like, because I was watching it, I'm just like...
But when they say
it
gripping,
getting worse.
Like, When They See Us, that was gripping. Like, you could not look away from that.
You can't prepare nobody to watch that. You know what's crazy? Like, sometimes you can tell people how to, like, you can't prepare nobody to watch that.
Like, man, it had me mad at Donald Trump, everything, nigga. Like, I was on fire after watching When They See Us. I was like, yo, this is wild.
I ain't seen it.
When They See Us?
Yeah, I ain't seen it.
Dang.
Yeah. Just make sure you ain't got nothing to do for...
No, son. No.
Make sure you don't got anything with white people.
This ain't I haven't seen it because I ain't got time. No, it's a choice.
That's a real thing, bro. That's a real thing. I have to really catch myself these days now. I'm like, shoot, I want to watch this, but I got to see my shorty later. And
yeah.
I don't want to be... She's going to be like, you okay? I'm like, get away from me right now. Like, go. Like, go.
I'm not laughing, okay?
Yo, it just be hurting, bro. It just be hurting.
That's fair, though.
Yo.
After I saw What They See, it's like, especially, and all it takes is like one person say something that might be slightly like out of pocket, and I'm ready to snap on this for that. But it's like, it was how she did it, it's killer good, because it stays with you. Man. But it stays with you, and that's what also hurts about it. But it was amazing.
I'm good. So what's your worst movie that you've ever
worst? I know a lot of people. I'm not even gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. So
say it.
I'm gonna go with this one instead.
You're on camera.
Yeah. Brendan Fraser's Journey to the Center of the Earth. I hated that, G.
What?
I hated that movie.
Wow.
I hated that.
I vehemently disagree. I enjoyed that. Vehemently. Because I enjoyed it. Like, I thought about it and I was like, man, why am I watching this movie? And then by the end of it, I was like, I enjoyed that. Brendan Fraser is just like,
Nah, I proceeded to flame the dude we were with who chose the movie like the next 10, 15 minutes. And everybody in the room joined me, so I felt justified.
All right. I don't know, man. Brendan Fraser is like...
No! I'm sorry.
Oh.
Avatar: The Last Airbender. That was my all-time worst.
Dragon Ball
that's
Z.
a good one. That's a good one.
That was
And
my
you're
all-time
right
worst.
too.
That was
Dragon
Dragon Ball
Z.
Z was absolute
I
garbage.
saw 15 minutes of it.
garbage. I'm
Garbage.
like, why is Goku in high school?
Yeah, bro, that was weird, bro. That movie was all around bad. And Avatar: The Last Airbender was trash. That was like when that movie ended, it was like, what? like that's what y'all did.
Because I said the one Tyler Perry did with the women.
Everything Tyler Perry does is trash. Bro.
Talking about whoa. Daddy's Little Girls.
Okay.
Daddy's Little Girls was not trash,
Okay.
bro.
Let me rephrase that. Okay. Let me
About to
rephrase that.
swing on you.
Right.
I'm
Everybody-
taking the
Hey,
beanie off,
hey,
I'm taking the
man.
beanie off.
Relax.
Relax. Come on, man.
It's a new year. Relax. Okay.
Yeah.
Relax,
Take
fellow
the
black
hat
man.
off.
Relax.
Hat off,
Okay.
bro.
No. So, is everybody in here familiar with Call of Duty?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm
It's-
really just curious where you're
I'm
going
mad
with this.
you asked that.
Is everybody in here familiar that Call of Duty is more or less the same thing every year?
Yes.
I'll agree.
Just say yes. You know it's true.
Cool.
Oh,
So,
okay, got you. Okay.
all of the Madea movies to me is the same. It's the same general plot. Woman is hurt by man. Man is a piece of crap. They're singing. Madea gives advice, and then the woman has her upcomings, and then it's on to the next Madea movie.
Taylor's all this time, my dog.
I'm not gonna really disagree with you at all. What I'm gonna say is, most TV shows like that, most major motion pictures, the most popular ones and stuff like that, they follow that stream. They just add little nuances in it to kind of make it more cute. You can say something amazing, folks be like, that movie's amazing.
And I think what Keenan's really trying to say is, why do you hate your own race, bro?
No. I don't disagree with you.
Like-
I like Medea's plays and I like the first few movies.
The
but
plays is good.
then, dope.
Movies.
The last few things that he's done, I've been like, why, bro?
Y'all watch plays?
Did y'all, the Madea plays are dope.
Madea plays are dope.
Yeah, I would highly recommend it.
Yeah.
I've seen too many. Seen too many.
No, that's fair.
I do not. First of all, I don't like musicals at all.
I don't either. But Madea.
I don't like
decent.
plays at all.
Okay.
Like I watched Hamilton, and you want to know what kept me in the Hamilton? The King.
I actually never saw him.
Hamilton.
I
It
would
was-
never, I would never
The
comprehend
King,
it,
the
bro.
one that was in it for like the shortest period of time?
Yes. Every time he came on screen, I put my phone down. I was like, oh, okay.
That's wild disrespectful.
I ain't even care. I was like, they was like, you ain't gonna. You and your phone, sir. I'm like, hey man, this is trash. Low key, I don't care. My friend asked me to do this as a favor, so I'm just here. But when the King came on stage, I put my phone down.
What was that was the last musical you saw, Hamilton?
That's like one of the only.
What about you? What's the last musical you saw?
Like in person?
Or a person on TV?
Everything Goes was the first last one I saw in person, and that was fire. I love that one.
What's that one about?
That was about they're on a cruise ship, and I forgot about what it's like all about, like how it ends, but like it's just a bunch of like it's like a comedy.
Is it old or new though?
It's old.
Oh, okay.
It's old, but it's like about them people on a cruise ship and stuff like that, and they're like singing through stuff. But like, is it a musical technically? Yeah, it is a musical. They got musical numbers in it. Yeah, that counts.
I'm blanking on the name of it, but I consider the one Spike Lee did when they went to college a musical.
School Days.
School Days, yeah.
Oh, okay.
That'd be the last one I saw. I watched it over Christmas break.
Okay.
Last
They have
one I-
that song "The Butt" on there. That's what the song
Yeah.
is. That song's a slapper, bro. my dad saw it popped on my BZ one day or something like that, and like my dad saw it, was just like that was that song. I was like, oh, that is kind of fire. Hey,
Oh, or Dear White People too on Netflix.
I didn't watch that last season because I wasn't
I didn't
looking
either
like.
because I don't like musicals, and
I-
like that whole thing for the last
Right.
season.
It's
It
the
killed
whole
me.
last season.
Watch it. You will not, because okay, here's the thing. You don't like musicals. Okay, you like music though.
Yeah.
You like a good song.
Mm-hmm.
How many musicals can you name that actually have like a sound? Like, there are dope movie soundtracks.
Right.
Right.
I feel like if you combine the two well, I feel like that's what Dear White People did. It's like they tell a good story throughout the entire thing, but then the music that you're listening to is music that you want to hear. So I think
I'll
that's
try
what
an
makes the
episode.
difference.
I'll try an episode to see what happens.
I just realized I'm confused. But go ahead.
No, like I was gonna say, the last musical I saw was In the Heights.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I heard that one was dope.
It is.
Okay.
It is because like I I used to be working at a theater company, and like they did that like a few times, and it was dope. So that's how I knew of it. But to actually see it like, no, I saw it at the crib, but like to actually see it as like a feature film or whatnot, it was nice.
Before we get too far gone, I do want to get back to the fact that Daddy's Little Girls by Tyler Perry was a masterpiece. Was a masterpiece. That's it though.
It's a beautiful movie.
It's a beautiful movie. Have you seen that one?
No.
Yo, that's the first time I was like, oh, Tyler Perry, if he like wants to do a certain thing, certain type of thing, he can do it really well. But he wants to do what he's doing is what he wants to be doing, and the stories he wants to be telling, right? But if he tried to tell like Daddy's Little Girls was good, bro. It was good.
And I would say I'd be curious to see who all wrote on that too, though, because I feel like when he has other people helping, because he knows how to write plays.
Yeah,
he knows how to do the cameras and stuff for plays.
Yeah,
but it's very different when you're doing a movie, when you're doing a TV show.
Yeah,
the angles that you have to get, the shots that you have to capture, and the way that people deliver their lines.
Okay.
So I feel like if he lets, I feel like for those movies like The Family That Prays, that one, Daddy's Little Girls.
Yeah.
I feel like he let people in on it to a certain degree.
Gotcha.
And put some mix some creative juices together. But when he's only doing it himself, you get the Netflix show with the bad wigs that he wrote in a day and filmed in a day, just to prove that he could, and people watch it. But it's like it's not well thought out. It's not that good. Y'all just watch it because it's Tyler Perry.
Yeah. What? Well, because I feel like he's just making like non-daytime soap operas.
Yeah.
And that's what people watch. Like that's Days of Our Lives. That's the same thing.
Yeah.
What about Why Did I Get Married 1 and 2? You didn't think those were like actually good movies?
I don't think I saw those.
See, that's the thing. There's a catalog of Tyler Perry's that is like actually decent, and then there's the movies that everybody knows that are not that good.
See, my thing is, I think all the Medeas, they just turned me off from Tyler Perry in general, because he used to pump them out. He had a run where like there was a Medea movie out every year.
Yeah.
And the TV shows.
And I was just like, all right, bro. Like,
bro, did you see the time he tried to play an action movie though?
What was it? Because I read the books. I think they was based off books.
Yes, they were.
Were those good?
Alex Cross.
Yeah. Did y'all see the movies?
No. What were those?
It was literally, the books were good.
The books is dope.
The books were mad good.
Okay.
Him acting as Alex Cross, it was like Medea as Alex Cross. And that's when it was just like, I think, and I mean to say, I honestly think if he didn't come in as Medea and everybody like saw him as that wouldn't have slipped into the acting of Alex Cross. Like I feel like he actually tried a little bit.
Okay.
And it could have been better, but it's just like he pulls out a gun, you just think like, oh, lady in the dress, great wig, like I'm just waiting for him to turn to the side and like
you wait for the wig. And the body suit.
Like I saw him the last thing I saw him in was Don't Look Up. Have y'all seen that?
No, that's that new one that just came out.
Yeah.
Is that good?
It's good. I just don't, and I'm not trying to spoil it, but I don't think it knows what it necessarily wants to be. Like it's kind of like that satire thing, but it has like an actual like message in it. But at the same time, they try to make a joke of it, and it's kind of like, should I be laughing about this, or should I be like kind of sort of terrified of the fact that this can actually happen, and all of this is like actually happening at the same time? You know what I'm saying? Because the whole aspect is like there's like a meteorite about to hit Earth the size of Mount Everest, and like scientists come up to the president and be like, "Yo, this is proof." I'm not spoiling anything. All this is in the trailers and whatnot.
Yeah.
But they're like, "Yo, this is what's actually happening," and the president and everybody else just kind of just like blows it off and not like even remotely blink an eye at it, because it's just like, okay, they don't believe them, and it's just like, well, it's not here, it's not immediate, so therefore I don't need to worry about it. And if you think about that in like the real life aspect of like how we got like global warming going on, and it's like, well, we haven't really necessarily seen anything that's really affecting us as of late, so therefore we're not going to pay attention to it, even though you got things in California that's always consistently on fire and stuff like that, and droughts. But hey, like I said, it doesn't know what it wants to be, in my opinion.
Gotcha.
Is it a movie or a show?
It's a movie.
Okay. Real quick.
Yeah.
What's y'all unpopular opinion about a show that ever? Oh, my bad. What's y'all unpopular opinion?
Man.
about a show everybody likes. So I'll go first. I don't like Power. I just don't. I can't keep up with it.
Never saw it.
I just like I used to work with this dude and he used to try to sell it to me. And the way he would sell it, it sounded so good. But I think I got like 3 or 4 episodes and I'm like, bro, I don't wanna watch it. I don't care.
Power was good for the first couple of seasons, and then it started to become mid, and I didn't even bother watching the last season because they tried to make all kind of like twists and turns,
Yeah, plot twist.
but you already knew what was coming already, and they tried to throw you off, and they were like, no, it's not going to be who you think it is that did this, and I'm just looking like, yeah, no, we know who's going to do this, and it turned out to be exactly how whoever we all thought it was going to be. And now they got a whole bunch of spinoffs and everything else like that, and it's just like, I stopped watching. I stopped keeping up with it. But people say the spinoffs is good. But I
Just couldn't.
yeah.
Yeah, watch it. I don't like it. You watched it?
I watched Power. Yeah, I liked it.
You liked
Did
it?
you finish it, or did you just watch like a couple seasons?
I think I got to season 6 and then skipped to the end. I got to
How
like
many
because
seasons is
it's seasons. I think it's 6 seasons.
It's like 6 seasons, yeah.
So I got the end of season 5 and I got the beginning of season 6 and I was just like,
I'm cool.
I just want to see how this ends. Like
So-
it's cool, but like I don't know. There's just better. There's better versions of the way this story has been told. So I'm like, I'd rather watch those.
That's facts.
For sure.
So,
So what's y'all unpopular opinion about a TV show?
I never thought Lost was anything special.
I never. Yeah, me neither. I ain't.
We could jump him right now.
Right now.
Never
Son,
thought
I got
Lost was
lost
anything
late. I
special.
was like, this is it.
Did you see the whole thing, or did you just
No.
see?
Of course, you didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't like it. Like
Okay.
it wasn't that cool.
How far did you get?
I don't know.
I don't think
Did
I've
you
seen
finish
the
first
whole
season?
episode.
I didn't. I might have watched one
So
episode.
you can't have an opinion on it.
Look, it's not captivating.
But if it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be what y'all say. But it's supposed to be what y'all say it is. Then I would have caught on.
Son, listen. Let me say something.
I'm
Lost. I don't know how you weren't gripped by it, but after the end of the first episode, and what I realized in every episode of Lost, there's always some kind of hook at the end, and they did it so perfectly. It was just like, all right, I gotta watch the next episode. And then I wound up binge watching Lost in about like a week, maybe a week and a half. The whole shebang.
Yeah, that don't sound healthy.
I didn't have no job back then, bro. So,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I had no responsibility, I had no job, so it's just like, all right, bro, I can just sit in the crib.
All right, I'm willing to give it a second shot, but it just wasn't.
The cliffhangers at the end, amazing. I won't lie. That last season to me was like,
Yeah.
you could tell the writers were on strike.
Yeah. That's how it is. But see, no, and you know what though? We don't talk about that enough. That strike ruined a lot of shows. Heroes was good.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
love Heroes.
yeah.
Bro, Heroes
Heroes
was
was
good.
dope.
But the writing,
That's why?
the writing fell off because the writers was on strike. That's why the writing
It was like
was
season
wrong.
2 or season 3, wasn't it? That they
It was
Yeah,
like, we're not doing this until y'all pay us to give us our respect, and
Yeah.
it showed.
And the people that were sticking around wrote whatever the hell it was, and it wasn't good.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Because Heroes was fire.
Yeah,
Heroes
that's true.
Killer. That first
But
season was like,
and it is
perfection.
that one. It's just like, oh, this show's fire, and all of a sudden you're just like, oh, that didn't.
It's a bad thing.
Like you're like,
happened
oh,
here?
what's going on? Because you still riding the high of the other seasons. You just like, yeah. Then you start to think
pick
too
up.
much. You start to think
Pick
too
up.
much. You like, why would they do that? Why he say it like that?
Can I say something real fast? Have
Yeah.
y'all ever seen Sense8?
No,
I seen the first
Nah.
episode of it.
I heard that stuff was wild, so I was like, I'm good.
I seen the first episode, but it wasn't enough to keep me hooked.
I was hooked for a while. For a little while.
Mm.
And then,
No.
like, they threw me for a loop. I think I finished the whole first season, and at the end, I was like, I'm like, oh yeah, y'all tweaking. And then the second season was just, I was like, what is this?
How many seasons is it?
I think it was like 2. I think it was only 2. And like, I just didn't even, I don't think I made it out of the first episode of the second season. I was like, I've been waiting all this time for this. But go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. What's the unpopular opinion for a TV show?
I honestly don't think that I really have one.
That's
I feel like everybody kind of
You
agrees.
just like The Office?
I did.
Okay.
I did.
You like Parks and Rec?
Yeah, I did.
You want a rare few.
Yeah.
Because most people see the one or the other.
Word.
And that's so goofy to me because I'm like, they're both goofy in their own right, but they're different, but they're the same.
Well, they had the same that interviewee style.
Yeah, but some people, I don't know, man. Like I tried to get in the Park and the Recs, and people telling me, "Yo, you gotta just skip the first season, go straight to the second." I'm just looking like,
Yeah, I do say it took them a bit longer. I like the later season more than I like the first one.
That's
I think it took them a bit to find their stride and everybody be comfortable in that.
Go ahead.
They have a new kind of like office style show. Because me and my girls watched it yesterday. It's on Hulu.
Abbott Elementary?
Yes.
Yeah.
I heard
I'm excited for that, bro.
It's good.
I'm excited for that.
It's good, bro.
I'm excited for her because she was on BuzzFeed and she was killing it. Like she was like that girl that like it was like all the little BuzzFeed clips that would come out that were hilarious. She was on it and she was killing it.
She was on Black Lady sketch comedy show too.
Oh, okay, I never watched that. Okay,
yeah.
But like I was like, oh, so when I saw she got a show, I was like, good for her, bro, because she been out here grinding. And so, no, that show's funny, bro. Like, I'm excited for the rest of that show to come out. I think what Parks and Rec did that was better, not better, but like maybe what helped them. Like a lot of people will be like, oh, Parks and Rec was better than The Office. I think what they did that was better than what The Office did was that the Parks and Rec actually allowed you to see every character outside of The Office. Like the show was always like it was there, but it was also at their houses. It was also when they were out doing X, Y, Z or something like that. The Office was always in the office.
Yeah.
At the office or involving office work all the time.
So the picture I'm getting from what you're saying is The Office in terms of the interview style, but like Arrested Development as far as like, have you ever seen Arrested Development?
Oh, no, yes. I just don't know if I would compare them because they're like, because
is that the Crazy Family?
Yeah, but also
a few episodes of that.
So maybe a little bit. I'm just so dangerous on that because I love Arrested Development so much. I don't even like. I'm like, I don't think nothing can touch that, bro.
Hell out, bro. I died. Oh bro, man,
that show's good.
It's great, bro. It's great.
I'm sad it's over. But I'm also glad that it's like grasping for straws. You know what I mean? It's just like let it die out. Like it had its thing because they had that season 4 that came out and then it was trash. And it came back with season 4 remix. And for some reason, like the little tweaks that they added made it so much better. It was like, yo, thank goodness y'all did that. Then Gems dropped season 5, and season 5 was fire. So it's like, all right, bet. Have you watched Arrested Development before? No, that's a show to watch, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, we're not gonna get into a whole highlight joint thing, but when she had the blind dog. He thought she was blind and found out the dog was blind, the dog jumped into the trash can. I swear to you, I screamed, bro. I screamed when the dog jumped into the trash can. I was like, yo, this is not real, yo. Oh, all right. I digress. We haven't introduced our guest yet.
We have not. I was trying to get to that after we got to this. But no. We are. I don't know how long we've been recording so far.
We have been like 40 minutes range right now.
That's kind of crazy. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
But that's when you know the vibes are good, though.
That's facts.
So you know the vibes are good.
That's facts.
I just felt welcomed and it was cool. I was like, I'm just happy to be here, y'all.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Reset the Vibe, first pod of the year.
Back from COVID.
Darius is back from COVID.
Yay.
For the second time.
For the second time. 2-time champ over here.
Two time.
To my left, boy Cam.
Now you gotta be like, what's up, baby? Who's the president? Byron. Who? Byron. Who? Byron. Oh man. Alright, I'm done. Bruh, I went and binge watched almost every video they had.
My brother loves those, bruh. All Christmas, he was just like, bing bong. I was like, yo, what's going on? Street Talk NYC, there are these people on who just like they just make videos going on in New York and just talking to random people, bruh. But like they go to Coney Island and talk to crackheads, and they just say the most random stuff, or like something's going on, like there's like it's just funny, bro. Like it's just random. You just gotta watch it to understand what's going on.
You gotta watch it. It's wild. But it's
you remember when the NBA playoffs were happening and Trae Young was going off and everybody's getting upset and there's that video clip of like Spider-Man in like a suit like some dude in a Spider-Man suit in New York and they're all just screaming Trae Young and drinking Hennessy. Do you see that video?
Yeah.
That's them. But they just do that all the time, bro. It is jokes.
I support it.
He's like, yeah, can Trae Young come to your hood? Nah, man, I killed Trae Young. Come to my hood. New York is a different animal, bro. Oh my gosh.
That's a fact. So, our special guest for today, the man, Keynan.
What's going on, y'all?
Sir, how are you?
I'm cool. Like, enjoying the vibes and the time, you know.
Cool. Light skin phenom. Look at your mixed self.
Not even mixed, guys.
He loves it. He loves it.
That shows what
He loves it. Don't try to get off of me, bro. Mistaking Mexicans for Venezuelans. You are rough.
No. So my cousin, like, so we took pictures of my birthday, right? 'Cause my birthday.
Oh, you can't be racist because your cousin is Mexican?
No. This nigga, no. So
Hang around Mexican people all the time.
so on my birthday.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
On my birthday, my cousin was taking pictures. Like he got like a little nice camera, so he took a bunch of pictures, right? So he took one that's like kind of like a headshot picture. But today he sent me, I guess like he used some type of program to like not cartoon it,
We
but
gotta
like
see it.
you know, I'm gonna show y'all, right?
Okay.
I can't show y'all because the phone is recording right now, but
Fair enough.
it
Checks out.
it makes me look like I'm Hispanic.
My cousin
And I
married
wanted-
somebody-
And I wanted to like put it on Facebook or tweet it out being like, yo, this is what I would look like if I was Hispanic. But then I thought about the climate. I'm like, yeah, that joke might not go over so well.
Not at all.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Nah, you know what I'm
Because it
saying?
wasn't funny when you said it right now. Wow.
I feel like the way you're telling the story,
Yeah.
you're going to offend a couple people.
Yeah. This is what it is.
It's cool. We pretend the vibe.
Especially with
Yeah,
what
bro.
Kamala Harris did. Yeah, you don't want to. As a matter of fact, you might want to edit this out of the pod.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What'd she do?
Oh, how
You
she was,
twisting your hair. You
how
like
she was telling Hispanic people they can't come to the border because of the COVID. They was like, she was like, don't come over here.
Ooh.
Like low key. Yeah, so we might want to edit this out.
That's cool. It's gonna be a couple of edits out there. I'm not worried about it. So yeah, though. How was y'all New Year's? What y'all do over the holidays and stuff?
I was sick. Nigga, I had COVID.
So yeah, so that's for you, right? That's it. She was like, I was in the house.
I was in the crib sick.
Bro, what was you doing for
Just working.
Yeah.
Working.
I wish I was working.
Nah.
I
I
was
got
sick.
cussed out by this lady because we had no cheese. Like, the cheese she wanted at Whole Foods this day, man.
Was it a white lady?
Yeah.
Was it like a Karen?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
These came in pissed. And it was like, okay, give me like 2 minutes while I have it cut. I don't know why y'all ain't got this done. Y'all motherfucker. It's just like, okay.
Did she call for it to get like call for a head and like what?
No.
Oh, she
She
just
was just mad that it wasn't done when she arrived.
Yo, dang, bro.
Nah.
Sometimes you be thinking, bro, like something has to have happened, but it just doesn't.
That's all.
Sometimes
I tell myself, one, either she's probably done meth and there's something wrong with her brain or something.
okay, I like that.
2, she might be on the spectrum.
Okay,
That's mature.
And I guess either one of those just make me feel like I should be more patient with her. Or people who I put in that. Just in case.
that's cool.
That's cool. I don't think I want to work in customer service anymore. There's too many of them experiences. Too many.
You done with that?
I had a guy tell me he knew Steve Jobs, and he was like, I know Steve Jobs, I'm like, but that ain't gonna make your iPhone get fixed fast. I like that's the magic key card. Like hurry up and
I'll call him up right now.
But I know Steve Jobs. Let me tell you something. Hey, how about you turn that phone on and off? You try that. Let's start with that.
First of all, was Steve Jobs still alive when
That was
happened?
was that recent?
That was a long time ago.
Okay, so quick question. When did he die?
Like
Some years ago.
Yeah, I can't tell you exactly when, but it was like 20.
Was it 2 years ago?
No, it was a long time ago.
Yeah,
Like a
not
decade
2
ago.
years,
Like
like a
almost
while
10 years ago. Like maybe more than 10 years ago.
So this was like 2016.
Okay, but he was dead by then, for sure. I can look it up. I'll look it up.
I'll say Google it. I know it's been some years.
Yeah, it was like 2016, and I was just like, yeah.
I did hear an interesting comparison though.
He died in
Because
2011.
Yeah, that.
I was like, I feel like I was in high school when that happened. Yeah.
The black man was 2 stunts. What?
And when y'all got like, what's y'all goals for the year, or like things y'all want to do, places y'all want to go?
Too soon.
Too soon?
Nah, I'm in this weird space right now. Which is funny because you asked this question because I was like, do we probably talk about this on this pod or do I bring this up? Like,
If you don't want to talk about it right now, we can save it for off.
So is it for like personal conversations because we friends off here? Like, we talk about something.
That's the only time we actually talk.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do
Okay,
that.
no, that's fine. We can.
I'll give the cliff notes of it is just that music has been a thing that I'm trying to get back into and trying to figure out what that looks like at this stage of life, because things are just different now. So I think a goal of mine is to try to find the love again for it. So that's my goal. I think one of my goals for the year. I know it's not a New Year's resolution, but just something that I've recently come into like understanding that like I need to find the love again, so I can like get back into it in a way that I'm passionate about it, not just something that's like stressing me because I'm feeling like I'm supposed to be somewhere that I'm not. So,
Question for you: if you never got paid $1, to make music, how long do you think you would do it for, or how long would you continue to make music?
that's a hard question because I feel like for me it's like I wanted to be able to pay my bills. I don't know that I wanted to make me buy a Benz. You know what I mean? Like I just feel like I want to be able to do it to a level where I can be able to like live off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So if nobody paid me $1 to do it again, like I would still do it. Yeah, I still do it. It just would look different probably because there's like I see what you're saying. I see what you're asking me. I guess the answer to it is yes. I would still do it. Yeah. I would still do it. I would still do it. I still love it enough. But I think right now my mental is just on this like idea that like it has to like I've been dreaming about what it should look like for so long that I'm like, all right, we gotta start making legitimate moves to get to that place. And I see myself with a clicking clock rather than ticking clock. Clicking clock is what I say. Ticking clock more so. So yeah, like there's
Is it a ticking clock from your own personal?
Yeah, I think
or
just
like-
mentally, I'm telling myself like I'm 27 now. I think, so, yeah, 27-year-old like rapper, like that can't sell for so long. Like I can't be like 36 and rapping is not gonna sell as good as like 28 and rapping.
Twista was 40.
Twista was 40.
Yeah.
Wait, then Twista's 60 now.
I might be rounding up, but he was like he was pretty old when he like finally got
That's true.
put on.
Yeah,
when he
and
finally
Two
made
Chainz-
it.
Two Chainz hit
Twista was out when he was really young.
Word.
You sure?
Yeah.
How old? We gotta see
I
how
think he
old.
was like 36.
He was like
No.
really young.
I know
And
Two Chainz.
I know it was like a
2 Chainz
long. It was probably like a long span where he wasn't on, but then he was on. But like he was like because I think it was like between him and Buster. I'm sorry.
You got more.
Oh, I think it was like something with like him and Buster. Like it was like like one of them things where people was like, oh no, he the fastest. No, he the fastest. But
Well, no, and I'll say, but I think
Twista's 48.
right
So
now.
right now. So yeah,
I
so
was way off.
so he did.
Yeah.
He
My
was
bad.
like,
so, but it's cool. You can just keep on pushing then. Because
That's my
your
fault.
point, it was lost. But I appreciate you though.
My bad.
You
Twista.
try. Shout out Twister.
like I 40 when I heard it.
But yeah, but I mean, overall, I'm good. It's just like I've had a lot of life transitions in the last 6 to 7 months.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I'm grateful for all of it. So trying to figure out where this passion that I've had for a long time fits into all the change is like, should I keep on trying to force this square through a circle peg, or should I just wait a second and see what happens? You know what I mean? See if maybe the peg gets a little bit bigger, and see what I can fit in then, instead of trying to force it right now when I can't. You know, and I'm okay with that. But I gotta become daily okay with it, because there's certain days where I'm just like, you know, people start asking you questions about what you're doing with your music, and you're just like, you know, like somebody asked me the other day, was like, hey, we want to think about having you perform this thing, and I'm just like, well, I don't have anything new, and and I start to stress out, and I'm like, man, like that's frustrating. Like that's a frustrating thing, because I say this is who I am, but I don't feel like I have anything to show for it right now. But you know,
You think you have a studio in the crib?
yeah, that's a goal. That's a goal of mine.
Sure.
I got all the equipment to make it happen. It's just like I gotta make some decisions. A lot of things happen. A lot of plans that I made fell through, and so that's part of the reason why I'm not where I'm at right now. And I gotta be okay with the fact that that's how the Lord wanted it. You know what I mean? Like those things were out of my control, and like I gotta be okay with that and be like, okay, well, what I'm gonna do now? But do I come at that at an aggressive, like I'm gonna hold it and do it myself? Or am I gonna be patient and allow the Lord to like speak to me and like figure these things out as time goes on, rather than trying to force it right now in this moment? Because I think that's the problem. It's like I'm right now trying to force it so hard. It's like, yo, like why don't we just like trust the fact that like we know we have this gift and this talent to do this thing, and let it play out. You know, every time I hear a story about somebody making it, they just talk about how they grinded for so long. And I keep feeling like I need to be grinding more. But I'm like, bro, I've been doing this for a minute, so I've put in my hours. So I gotta just keep on putting in more hours. But I gotta stop pretending like I'm behind the 8 ball. Like I just need to continue to put time and be patient with it like that and allow it to happen when it's gonna happen because I put plenty of hours in, you know. And this is a craft that I feel like they can definitely grow a lot more in, but I'm strong in it. Like I'm not. This isn't like a muscle. This I'm not weak with this. Like I'm not new to this. I feel like I'm true to it. So
For sure.
Yeah. While you were saying that, I started thinking that a lot of times we're not where we want to be, right?
Right.
In life, or we're pursuing goals and ideas and dreams and everything else like that, and we feel like we put all the time and the effort and the energy in, and we're not seeing nothing come from it, or not enough come from it, and we're like, yo, we start second guessing ourselves, or like we start, you know what I mean, like things just start spiraling or whatnot. But I like to look at it as a glass half empty kind of sort of deal, as maybe the skill is there, the talent is there, the equipment is there, the people around you is there, but maybe God is developing you in other areas of your life so that way it could all come together perfectly.
Yeah.
Because right now, if you get what you want, you may not necessarily be ready for everything that success that comes with it.
And that's fair.
Hey, you know, my bad. Sorry to interrupt. If I pull out this pack of Oreos, would that be too much?
Yes. And I say that lovingly. Like,
and
lovingly,
I just asked.
like, yeah.
I'm mad because I thought he was going to come in with something like really profound.
Me too. No, me too. I was ready to hear that
day.
wisdom.
I ain't all day, y'all. I'm trying to.
Yeah.
I was going to reach him. I'm like,
I appreciate you for asking, because
Yeah,
I
for sure.
fired you up real fast. Come in here with that. Like, yo. It was it, yeah.
Man, I would really like to get in a 3-gun tournament.
A what?
3-gun.
A what?
So you ever seen John Wick?
Nope.
You ever seen him train for
Cap.
John Wick?
Cap.
I know.
I
You see, I went right past it. I'm like,
I just wanted to say no. I want to say no. I want to say no.
John Wick.
Exactly, John Wick.
But did you see him training for it?
No.
Hey, not for real? Or
No.
this another time you saw
Yeah.
him?
No. I
Alright.
didn't see him training for it.
Alright,
No.
so he did the training for it. Did you see it?
Yeah.
All right, so that's called 3-gun.
Like leading up to the movie, not in the movie.
Right,
Okay,
leading
yeah,
up
yeah.
to the movie. So that's called 3-gun. So it's basically like you get a pistol, you get a shotgun, and you get an AR. And you run through an obstacle course. And you get scored, you get time, things like that. I've always wanted to do that. Like since
So
I
it's
got
like
it.
an Iron Man of guns.
Yes.
Cool. That's what's up.
But ever since I got into guns, it was like I really want to do like shooting tournaments. I just haven't went out and did it, and it's something I really want to do. So that's probably a plan. Like I don't know, man, become a better father. That's definitely on the list. That's top of the list. Spend more time with my kids. Like, so I've been like, man, I listen to like a lot of Jordan Peterson lately. So just like mental health, like things and improvements and different ideas or ways of looking at raising my kids and things like that. So I've just been looking to improve for this year. Just be a better father, be a better, a role model, and you know what I'm saying. And I really want to buy some more guns. I really want to buy some more. But yeah, just outside of that, like get into shape, man, for sure. And I never really had that as a New Year's resolution before because it was always something I just did. But yeah, I definitely want to get back into shape. I don't plan on really ever boxing again, but like sparring and stuff like that, I miss it. That was something you like when you was talking to him about like, yeah, would you have to be paid for it? I instantly thought about that. I was like, man, boy, you didn't have to pay me a dime, man. I was up at 7 o'clock in the morning at the gym. Like, all right, man, I'm finna try to break your nose. You can break mine. That's cool. But that was like, just looking at passion. I'm just like, yeah, even though I would never want to compete again, I'll just, like, I wouldn't mind doing it just as a hobby, like, for sure. Yeah. So, that's just some things I want to do with my new year. Sure. What about you?
honestly didn't put much thought into it. I'm trying to talk to my grandmother more. She didn't cuss me out, but she had some harsh words for me over Thanksgiving. But that's like my big thing. I'm trying to make sure I save space for people a bit more. Find a job that might allot for that, or just take that time at the job I'm at now. But yeah, honestly, I don't put much into New Year's resolution just because I feel like I'm not gonna keep up with it like I should. So let me just try to be better for people, so to speak.
I only kept up with one New Year's resolution actually, and that was from last year. That was to quit smoking squares.
Oh,
So I did that. So January
Congrats, bro.
1st, I actually
That's
made.
right.
I can't run if if I got smoker's lungs. That ain't right. But yeah, like that was like the only one I ever kept up with.
What about you, Fred?
I got a lot, and it's crazy because like I didn't, because I knew like this question. There was a good chance this question was gonna pop up when we're talking about it because it's we just passed New Year's.
Oh, okay. And you write it down.
I knew I was going to ask
Listen,
it.
this question was this question will come up.
No. So it's like what I'm saying is like I did like. For me, bro, like there's so much that I want to do. I just don't know if I got the time for everything. That's like a concern. But for one, and it's not in no particular order, but for one, I'm not gonna say like what Darius said of getting in shape. I want to be in better shape physically. You know what I mean? So I don't want to hold that commitment of I'm gonna get in shape. I'm gonna have this and that. You know what I'm saying by the end of the year. But I want to be in a better shape than I am when I started the year when I finished the year. I want to grow this podcast because this podcast. I don't know about y'all. This podcast done wonders for me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about like no monetary money gain and whatnot. I look forward to coming in every week and chopping it up with y'all.
Yeah.
And then chopping it up with the people like Keynan, you know what I'm saying? Like guests, you know what I'm saying? They come and they contribute to the conversation and we learn more about whatever it is they do. Like to me that's dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna release my first novel this year.
Hey.
I do not have a timetable for that.
Nice.
It's funny because I had an idea of how many pages I wanted to be, how many chapters I wanted to be. But as of late, these last couple of weeks, God's been sending me ideas, right? Or leading me to ideas of things. And it's just making it grow even bigger. You know what I mean? So now it's about trying to trim the fat, so to speak, of what I want to keep and what I don't want to keep, and trying to get all those ideas and try to, like my old English teacher used to say, like herding cats, because her how she described it was ideas are like cats, right? Cats do what they want to do. They can be incredibly lazy animals. You know what I'm saying? They want to sit on a table. You be like, yo, get down. And they just look at you like, all right, fam. And they go right back to sleep or something like that. Same thing with ideas sometimes. So ideas could be like cats. And you trying to herd the cats all together in one central location so you can sit there and like tend to them, in a certain order, however you want to do it. So, yeah, that's a long route about saying like, yeah, I'm working on my novel that's gonna release this year. I want to do something that I haven't done in a while, and it's interesting that you brought up music. Is that's what I want to do, because I did that years ago, and it wasn't anything that I was serious about.
Yeah,
but it's something I just want to scratch off my list. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't no divine purpose or nothing for me to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's just something that I personally want to do. And if it's trash, it's trash. But, and I'm assuming that it's going to be trash. And that's fine. That's cool. But I just know way too many talented people. And I do poetry already and stuff like that. I just know too many people that can contribute to the project or whatnot. and my own writing ability, and for me actually sitting down and, you know, perfecting the craft to the best of my ability and seeing what I can come up with at like the end of the year and like release it, that's a goal of mine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. I mean, there's other stuff too, but like those are like the main ones that I want to do. Besides, you know, being a better person, better son, better boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? To you know, develop more in my walk with God and all this other stuff. That goes without being said, but you know.
Why do you think the music project gonna be trash though?
Because I think it's gonna be trash. Maybe trash is a harsh word.
I learned not to say anything like that around music artists.
It's for me.
Fire on the camera.
For
Let's call it what it is, Fred. Okay? You're being pessimistic and you downing yourself.
that's true.
Stop that, King.
It's you right. It's but he asked why I said that, right?
His head up.
Yeah, because you
The crown falling.
Yeah.
Pick your head up.
yeah, pick your crown up, bro.
I appreciate it.
that-
I appreciate it. But he asked, why do I feel that way? And I feel that way because it's something not brand new, but it's still new to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have, like, how Cam has time and you put in the work, the sacrifice and all that for rapping. Hours. Years. You know what I'm saying?
I've been outside. I'm
You know
sorry.
what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
How he's done that, that's the same way for me with poetry. Because I've been doing poetry since I was like a sophomore in, not elementary, high school. You know what I'm saying? So I've been doing it for a while. I've been doing it for over 10 years. You know what I'm saying? But rapping, that's not something that I'm used to. So it's like a muscle that I'm going to have to, you know what I'm saying, to work out. And it's going to take a lot. Not saying it's not doable, but I'm just saying, like, as opposed to somebody that's been doing it for years, and I'm not trying to compare, right? But as somebody that's been doing it for years, as opposed to somebody that's going to try to do what they can do within 12 months. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that sounds like a comparison.
Hey man, Pee Wee Longway got it now.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna tell you this. Just do it. Let it ride and don't put no expectation on it. Just do it. Do it. And we're gonna leave it like that.
okay.
All right.
I appreciate it.
Of course.
I appreciate it.
Anytime. Man.
Hey man, can I tell y'all something? I shaved the side of my beard.
Yeah.
Man, I had a patch right here, bro.
Yeah.
And it was embarrassing. Cause I don't know why women like to point that out. That blows me.
Like, what's on your face?
She was like, hey, you know you got a bald spot right there in your beard? I'm just like, hey fam.
I can't grow a beard. I can barely grow facial hair.
It took me a while.
You said it, and now
I
I
know,
can't unsee it.
but I just feel like Cam is pregnant with thought over there. I just needed to shut up and let it ride. Okay.
How long did you been growing your beard?
Bro, my stuff didn't start connecting and getting real right until like 20.
Oh,
But when I tell you, like,
yeah, 20. Huh?
I was at 18 getting like that whack beard where it just wasn't like really coming all the way through like
I
that.
didn't see facial hair until I was like 21.
That's crazy. Nah, when 2021 came around, 20 and 21 came around that, and it started connecting, because I was worried this wasn't gonna connect. And once it started connecting, bro, I knew it was out of sight. I knew it was over for me, bro. I'll tell you what, I knew it was over for me.
See, I wish mine connect, bro. It's no,
Yeah,
bro.
my junk is wild, glorious. I love it.
But how was the maintenance
love
for it though?
It's not great. It's difficult, and I'm not that great with it either. It's difficult. It's difficult. You gotta
Like you pick yours or do you like?
boy, when I'm in the shower, I have to like wash it and like comb through it while I wash it and stuff like that. And,
For
like
sure.
then like put like stuff in it and stuff like that, so that like the skin under doesn't get dry and like the stuff don't get whacked. So like it's a lot.
Do you use like beard shampoo or like regular shampoo?
Regular shampoo.
Hey, you wanna know what's wild? Hey, I was sitting up there. I was trying to wash mine, and then I tried to do like the maintenance joint,
Yeah.
and I put some like cream of nature, like hair milk.
Yeah.
Man, I grew a huge boil up under here, bro. Like I was like that joint was so painful. I was trying to pick it out. I was like, I ain't doing this. So my beard was all mashed. So then I just shaved the sides. I was like, I'm gonna rock the goatee.
There you go.
It's
I like
good.
it, bro. I kind of like it.
I don't
So
like
you know how to
it.
shave.
I kind of like
Huh.
it.
You know how to shave.
And when I say shave, bro, I'm talking about like, you know, like that micro nail. What is that thing? The little green thing? Like shave? Whatever.
A razor?
No. It's
I was
like
gonna laugh. You was gonna say. I was gonna be like.
I saw the setup and I'm like, nah.
Is it electric? Is it electric?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I forgot that the micro trimmer or
It's
something,
like,
whatever.
like, yeah.
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 So I use that or I use clippers. That's it.
Yeah, okay.
I tried.
I don't use no
Like,
razor.
Every time I shave, I get bumps, so I'm just like, I'm
I don't
cool.
want the razor bump. Yeah.
See,
So
that's the thing. Like when COVID first popped off and we was all on lockdown, like the initial, and all the barbershops was closed, and my girl was like, "Yeah, something need to be done with that." And I'm looking like, "Word, say less." And I went to Walmart and I went to the aisle and I looked and I had no idea what anything was, and I was just like, and I was just started reading something, looking like, "Oh, okay." So this is what I put on. Like I wet my beard a little bit, my mustache, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Put this on there, and then I start, you know what I'm saying, shaving and whatnot. And I did that, and it came out horrible. But the fact of the matter is, we were all in masks, so like it was cool.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Nobody saw anything.
Hey, this man gonna get in trouble, bro.
Y'all want to see something?
He got
Maybe we
that
should close the
looky.
pod for
Oh,
us.
gee, you got that look in your eye. You got
put it
that.
out. Pop it out. Because I see it out the corner right now. Oh, fresh face cam.
Yo, this has been a wonderful episode of Reset the Vibe podcast. It's your boy Darius.
Cam. Keynan, thanks for coming, big dog.
Appreciate
Yo,
y'all for having me.
as always, take care of one another. Be kind to one another.
You look 12, my nigga. How old were you?
And as always,
Love.
Love.